Hello traders, Rich here, and here's a step-by-step guide on how to land crypto on KuCoin. I've been using KuCoin for a couple of years now and made many videos about it, but let me give you a quick introduction for those who aren't familiar with it. KuCoin is one of the largest crypto exchanges in the world with over 600 billion traded volume on the platform and 8 million registered users from more than 207 countries. KuCoin is named the best crypto app of 2022 for enthusiasts by The Ascent and has been rated the best crypto exchange by Forbes Advisor. KuCoin is a top 5 crypto trading platform, means for every 4 crypto holders, there is one from KuCoin Exchange, and I'm personally one of them. KuCoin has many features like margin trading, spot trading, but with over 600 listed coins, trading bot, staking, and so on. But for this video, we are going to focus on lending. So let's get started, and as usual, cheers. Before I go over the steps on how to use the platform, let me give you a quick intro on what crypto lending is. Simply put, crypto lending is an investment strategy that allows investors to lend cryptocurrency to borrowers in exchange for interest. It's the best choice to make passive income for both investors and holders, especially for users who prefer low-risk investments, of course, compared to futures and margin trading. You can lend your stable coins like USDT and USDC, or even lend your favorite assets that you are planning to hold long term. In both cases, it would be a win-win situation. Because if you have a stable coin sitting there in your account, why not earning extra money from it? Or if you are holding a token or coin long term, it would be amazing because not only the coin you are holding grow in value, but you will also earn more of those coins through lending. This way, you will be accumulating bigger positions with almost no extra effort. Bitcoin, BTC, and USDT are among the top choice of cryptos to lend out, but KuCoin supports more than 180 digital assets. You can check them all out by surfing this list, and the list goes on and goes on. Now let's go over the steps on how to use the platform. It's very simple and straightforward. First of all, of course, you need to sign up for a KuCoin account. If you don't have an account yet, I'll attach my referral link in the description below, and if you create an account through it, you'll benefit from 20% discounts on your trading fees. Next, you need to deposit fiat or crypto assets through this section and transfer your assets to your main account that you would like to lend. And don't worry, if you don't know how to use the platform, I've made a video about it, which will guide you step by step on how to serve the platform. Last but not least, you go to Earn and click on Crypto Lending. This page will open. And don't worry, I also include this link in the description below. There are two types of lending. Manual lend, where you set up your own interest, or auto lend. We'll get into auto lend in a bit. For now, let's go over the classic one first. Of course, the same goes for the app version, but for this video, I'll stick to the browser one, which you can see here. The platform is very straightforward and user-friendly. All you need is these 3 columns. First, you have to choose the coin that you would like to lend out. You've got a list of 180 instruments, which I showed you previously. You can scroll down and up, or you can simply search for it in this tab. For example, you can choose XRP, DGB, OGN, and so on. For this example, let's stick to USDT. Next, you have to choose the amount that you would like to lend out. For example, let's go for 1K. And you choose the terms or the period that you would like you are comfortable with. Of course, the longer the period, the more interest you will be earning. We'll take an example in a bit, but keep in mind that if you choose, for example, 28 days, your money that you choose, your amount here, would be locked out. So if I'm not planning to buy anything for now using my USDT, I'm happy with it. I can choose this one. But for example, if you are using XRP, and your money or your XRP are locked out, you can't really sell it before 28 days. So keep that in mind and always choose the period that you are most comfortable with. Now, the daily interest rate, which is very interesting, you can scroll down and up and find all the period and the annualized rate. Of course, like keep in mind that this is annualized. You have to go for the daily interest rate because you are going for 7 days, 14 days, and 28 days. But you can check them out all. 28 days for this one for 0.044 and so on, right? So this goes on and goes on, but you can see that you've got your priority rate, which is like usually the average of these ones here, because if you choose if the rate that you choose here is significantly higher than the current market rate, it can be difficult to get your funds land quickly. So the priority rate can be taken as a reference when you set the daily rate. For example, I always go for a little bit higher than the priority rate. So for example, I go for 0.03 or 35. And now when you set up your period, amount, and daily interest rate, you get an idea about what is your estimated return or profit. In this case, you will be earning 8.4 USD. And if you go for 14 days, you can see 4.2, 2.1, and so on. Keep in mind that the interest rate of lending changes dynamically. It depends on supply and demand. So if more people are looking to buy USDT, obviously the daily interest rate would go up. For example, last year during the bull run, I saw many 50%, 70%, or even higher annualized rate for many coins. And you know what? Even now with a 15, 20% per year, I'm happy with it. It's much better than having my money sitting in the bank with almost no interest. And as mentioned previously, the most popular two are Bitcoin and USDT because that's usually where the highest demand is. Of course, there are some exceptions for a particular period. Now let's check the auto land feature and compare it to the manual land to decide what suits you best. The auto land is basically the same as the manual land, but it's hassle-free. So you choose your amount, your period, your interest rate, and the auto land system will do the lending for you at the appropriate time and best interest rate possible. Let me give you an example. First of all, you have to choose your reserved amount, which is the amount you don't want to lend out, which means you should input 0 if you are going to lend all your funds. For example, if I have 1K and I put 0, then the auto land system will use this 1K to lend it out. But if I have 1K and I only want to lend 300, then I should put here 700 in the reserved amount, which is the amount that I don't want to lend out. That's the first difference. Second, the terms or the period. You can pick up to 3, or you can pick 2 or 1, right? Which is the period that you don't mind that the auto land will do the lending with. So unlike the manual one where you choose one period and you choose your one interest rate and you click on land now, right? And you put your order. But for the auto land, you can tick or untick more than 1 or 2 or 3. So if you are not comfortable with 28 days, because like when the first land expires, right, after like let's say 14 days, and if you have your 28 days ticked on, then the auto land will immediately like maybe hand it out for 28 days if like the conditions are met, if you have a good interest rate and so on. So the one pros for the auto land is that it immediately searches for another like land deal to do it for you, right? That's like why it's hassle-free. You don't have to do it all over again. However, I personally prefer the manual land as I get to choose the interest rate myself, and when I'm ready again to land out. So when the first land like expires, I don't have like to like keep an eye on when the next land would be. Whenever I have time or like I would like to lend out my USDT again, let's say in this example, I go here again and choose the appropriate period that I want. So that's basically it for the auto land. And regarding the minimum daily rate, you don't have to like bother or like choose like just like the manual land, like to choose the best one that suits you best. You can go as low as 0.001 because, as mentioned previously, the auto land will do the lending for you at the appropriate time and the appropriate interest rate. So even if you choose like as low as 0.001, the auto land will find the best interest for you. So for example, like the system will go for 0.027 because that's the best rate available for now at a particular period of time. You can keep track of everything, order history, open orders, unsettled, settled, or even you can check my lending, which is your portfolio basically, how much you've earned so far from this feature, and so on. When lending assets, as mentioned previously, you can choose a period from 7 days, 14 days, and 28 days. Sometimes the borrower will repay ahead of time. If not, the system will collect it as well as interest, of course, when the debt expires. In case for some reasons the borrower does not have enough balance to repay you, don't worry, the insurance fund of KuCoin margin will cover the gap to ensure lenders can always get the full repayment. I've been using the lending feature on KuCoin for a while now and never experienced or heard of such a thing happening, but it's good to know that KuCoin has this insurance policy. That's it for crypto lending on KuCoin. I'll make sure to attach this link and my referral link in the description below. What do you think about lending in general? Is this something that you would do? And if you have any questions or you want to request a specific topic or feature about KuCoin, let me know in the comments and I would be happy to do it. Best of luck and I'll see you on the next one.